Hi guys, welcome back to the next instalment of the GHK Glock 17 video. Going to get straight into it today. It's going to be a quick video compared to the last one. Obviously we covered all the details and the overview of the pistol in the last video, but this one today is just about the range test. So we've done the Chrono on 0.2 gram BBs. There was a bit of an issue. I did say that the hop-up was covered in like grease and stuff, which I cleared out. But as you'll see from the range test today, if it had a FPS issue of that big of a difference and it hadn't been sorted, I don't think the gun would have performed as well as it did. The magazine with the feeding issue has been solved. That magazine now works fine. I do have one of the 3 magazines that I've got for this pistol that just doesn't seem to hold gas, so the other 2 are fine. They'll feed 20 rounds with plenty of gas to spare. The 3rd magazine, unfortunately, you get 10 rounds out of it no matter how you fill it, so I've got to have a look at that magazine. But we'll get straight into the range test. It's 40 metres, up to 40 metres. We start at 15 using 0.3 gram BBs and green gas, and we'll get straight into it. Okay, GHK Glock 17, 15 metres, 0.3 gram. Easy. 0.3 grams, 30 metres. I'll set this plane fly over first. We're actually overhopping a bit there, but 30 metres, easy peasy. Let's go back to 40. Okay, 40 metres. I think it's slightly overhopping these 3s, so I mean you could go to a 4, which is good news, or a 3.2 or 3.6, whatever you want to do, but let's try and hit it anyway. Oh, we've got a plane inbound, give me 2 seconds. Right, here we go. 0.3s, 40 metres. I'm going to aim a little bit towards the floor because they're overhopping. I think cleaning that hot rubber has obviously helped a hell of a lot. Empty. But 40 metres with a 0.3. Easy peasy. Let me see if I can dial this hopping a little bit better and we'll do another test, so be back in just a moment. Right, brothers and sisters, tweak the hop a little bit. Let's see how we do. Oh, that's much better. I mean, it's safe to say that at 40 metres, with the kick that you get off this thing, it's going to throw your shots off. It's still overhopping a little bit, which is good because it means you've got more hop than you need. Again, the last thing you want is to put the hop on full and not being able to hop these BBs, but 0.3 is 40 metres out of the box. That's superb performance.
You missed last 3 shots.
Know how much this kicks?
How much?
Apologies for that interruption at the end there. So you can see it's overhopping. Obviously the hop needs to be adjusted slightly. It's not as bad as you might think with the hop and how it's adjusted and getting the barrel out, but I hope this gives you a bit of information and it just proves to show that the GHK Glock is a great performer. So I have to say I'm delightfully surprised with the GHK Glock 17, apart from that one issue with the mag just not seeming to hold gas. I'm sure it'll be a quick fix. The performance out of it, I was kind of sort of concerned, thinking, I use .3s predominantly in most of my guns, if not all of them. Is it going to have a problem hopping these .3s? Is it going to have problems with the FPS and the velocity of the BBs? Is it going to throw variance so much that the BBs are going to be all over the place? And if you watch my videos, I always keep them as they're recorded. I don't hide anything. So you'll see the BBs are over hopping. I did try and adjust it down a little bit, but it needed to be adjusted a lot more. That is obviously something you as a user will do and adapt and sort of finely tune the hop to your BBs and the weight that you're using. I think once I've got these set to .3s, it's very rare I engage people with a pistol at 40 meters. So for anything up to 40 meters, if you're aiming at it, you're going to hit it. So it was a bit more of a disadvantage, obviously, because it was over hopping. So I was having to aim low. I know it seems a bit all over the place too. You'll hear how windy it is. Obviously, we're in the flight path at Heathrow. But I just wanted to get something recorded and down. What I might do is, once I've got this pistol set, I might reshoot this video just to show you how good this thing could shoot, because I'm, in my experience and shooting this pistol, I'm more than happy with its performance. And the two magazines that work fine. It's a cold day. They both ran flawlessly. They never had any issues. It's just that one mag that seems to run out of gas. Shooting this thing is an absolute joy. The kick and the recoil you get from the steel slide is phenomenal. And I've had a few comments in the last video, basically people saying that they've seen a lot of bad reviews about this pistol. I'm really impressed with it. I'm glad it's been a good purchase, and I would highly recommend this pistol if you can stretch to that amount. The trigger, I've seen a lot of people moan about. Honestly, when you're shooting the thing and you've got gas and BBs in the mag, you hardly notice the stiffer trigger at all, but it is more realistic. And people moaning about the trigger being too stiff, honestly, I think there's bigger things to moan about nowadays. I like it. It's a bit more, like I say, realistic. It's a bit more predictable. Obviously, you can feel that wall straight away. So, feel and fit and experience shooting the pistol, 10 out of 10 all round. The performance out of it, the hop, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 just because it's a bit of a pain to adjust, but the out the box performance, it could hop 3s out to 40 meters. Honestly, I reckon I could hit that target 50, maybe even 60 meters away. We'll obviously have to get some bigger range distance. It's a bit of a pain because we only have about 40 meters alongside the building, but I imagine I could hit, with practice and setting the hop finally. I mean, it might even be a case of this thing can hop .4s out the box to a long distance as well. So a lot more testing to be had. I'm impressed. I could recommend it. I hope this is sort of being done in a way which at least you can see how it performs at distance, because what I find with a lot of reviews on YouTube, and I'm not putting anyone else down, they do range tests, and I very much did short range tests when I started doing videos, but as soon as I got access to a bit further range, it's just nice to record that flight path just so you can see. When you get the fundamentals down of stripping the barrel, pulling the hop out to adjust it, you can do it really fast. It's not a laborious task at all. The only thing I'd say is turning the hop wheel is a bit finicky, just because the way I was pinching it, I hadn't got nails on my fingers anyway, so I think if my nails were a little bit longer I'd have been fine. But it's one of those hops I think once you've set it, you just set it and forget it, and every now and again maybe you might have to do a bit of adjustment. But this is part 2. Obviously part 3 we're going to be fitting the tritium sights. If you guys do want to see me really fine tune this hop down to perfection and do another range test, let me know down in the comments below. And if I get enough people ask for it, I'll obviously record another video just to show you, because I'm more than 100% sure that this thing will perform better than most pistols that we, if not all pistols that we do. The fit and feel and finish of it, absolutely outstanding. The performance of it, outstanding. The magazines, put gas out apart from that one, which could just be a QC thing. I'm not going to put the pistol down for that. But it's feeding all 20 rounds. The speed loader adapter that you get in the box, take that off and put it on a different speed loader, which I did, which you'll see in the last video. And then filling the magazines is super easy. So hope you enjoyed this video. This is part 2 out of 3, maybe even 4 if we do another range test. If you like it, make sure to hit subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below if you want me to do another range test once I've got this set. and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks you very much for tuning in.